the young and the restless spoilers shock. Connor returned to Genoa City with a spring in his step and a bright smile on his face. His health had significantly improved since his last visit, and his parents, Adam and Chelsea, were overjoyed to see him so full of life and energy. They had made a joint decision to focus solely on their son, putting aside their careers and social commitments to ensure Connor's continued recovery and happiness. But the joyous return was soon overshadowed by an ominous cloud. Unbeknownst to Adam and Chelsea, a lurking threat was targeting their family. The Newman family's long-standing nemesis, a force of bitter resentment, was waiting in the shadows, ready to strike. Jordan, a dangerous adversary, had mysteriously disappeared from prison, and the police, fearing for their reputation, had kept the news under wraps. Jordan had always aimed to exploit the most vulnerable members of the Newman family, using fear and manipulation to harm and threaten Victor Newman. This time, her plan was far more sinister. She intended to kidnap Connor, leveraging his life to coerce Adam into eliminating Victor. The stakes were higher than ever, and the consequences more dire. Connor, despite his recent health improvements, still struggled with mental health issues. The trauma of a kidnapping could set back his progress significantly, perhaps irreversibly. Adam, fiercely protective of his son, was ready to go to any lengths to keep him safe. His dark side, often underestimated by those who saw only his facade, was a powerful force to be reckoned with. As Adam and Chelsea spent their days nurturing Connor and rebuilding their family bond, they remained blissfully unaware of the danger that was about to disrupt their lives. They had chosen to retreat from the world, hoping to create a safe haven for their son. But this isolation also made them vulnerable, as Jordan's plan began to take shape. Jordan had meticulously planned her escape from prison, leveraging her connections and cunning to evade capture. She knew that striking at Connor would hit Adam where it hurt most, forcing him into a position of impossible choices. Her vendetta against Victor was all-consuming, and she was willing to use any means necessary to achieve her goal. The first sign of trouble came in the form of an anonymous letter delivered to Adam and Chelsea's doorstep. The letter was brief but chilling: "Protect your son, or lose him forever. Victor must pay." Adam's hands trembled as he read the message. His mind raced with possibilities, each more terrifying than the last. He knew Jordan was capable of unspeakable acts, and the threat to Connor was not to be taken lightly. He shared the letter with Chelsea, whose face paled with fear. "We need to go to the police," Chelsea urged, her voice trembling. "They need to know about this." Adam shook his head. "The police can't protect us from someone like Jordan. We need to handle this ourselves." Chelsea's eyes widened in disbelief. "Handle it ourselves? Adam, we're talking about a criminal mastermind. We need help." Adam's jaw clenched. "I won't let anyone else put Connor at risk. I won't lose him, Chelsea." The days that followed were filled with tension and vigilance. Adam and Chelsea took turns watching over Connor, never letting him out of their sight. They installed additional security measures around their home, but the sense of impending doom was inescapable. Meanwhile, Victor Newman, unaware of the looming threat against his family, continued his business as usual. His past conflicts with Jordan had left him wary but not defeated. He had always managed to stay one step ahead of his enemies, but this time, the danger was closer than he realized. Jordan's plan advanced with precision. She had gathered a small team of loyal followers, each with their own vendetta against the Newmans. They moved in the shadows, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Jordan knew that Adam's love for his son was his greatest weakness, and she intended to exploit it to its fullest. One evening, as the family sat down for dinner, the power suddenly went out. Adam's instincts kicked in immediately. He rushed to secure the house while Chelsea gathered Connor, trying to keep him calm. The darkness was disorienting, and fear gnawed at their nerves. A crash came from the front of the house. Adam moved swiftly, his heart pounding. He knew this was it. Jordan had made her move. He reached for the gun he kept hidden in a drawer, his mind a blur of fear and determination. "Stay with Connor," he instructed Chelsea, his voice firm despite the terror in his eyes. Chelsea nodded, holding Connor close. "Be careful, Adam." Adam crept towards the source of the noise, every muscle in his body tense. He caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure moving through the hall. Without hesitation, he raised his gun and fired a warning shot.